If you're sick and tired of abandoning your goals halfway through and not seeing the changes you want to see, then stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to share some of my best tips on creating goals that stick. Hey, it's Allie here with another episode of Tips and Tea Time where I share some of my best tips and tricks to help you excel at work and reach your highest potential. And in this video, I'm going to share some of my best tips for creating goals that stick. I thought this would be a great time to talk about this topic because we're about a quarter of the way into 2022 and this is usually when people start to feel frustrated and defeated by their lack of progress towards their goals or New Year's resolutions. And because of this, they're tempted to abandon their goals altogether. If this is something you're going through, it's nothing to be ashamed about. Everyone goes through this. In fact, one study found that only 55% of people maintain their resolutions by February. And this number dropped to 43% by the time April rolled around. But before you throw in the towel, hear me out. There are some strategic ways to set goals that can significantly increase your odds of success. Not only are these tactics backed by research, but I tested them out on myself and my clients, and let me tell you, it's absolutely mind-blowing how much these tips can upgrade your goal-setting game. And the best of all, you can do most of these tactics right after you're done watching this video. So if you're ready to see results and make meaningful changes in your life and career, then sit back, relax, and grab a drink, and I'll get started. Tip 1, only commit if it matters. Have you ever pursued a goal because of someone else? I know I have, and I dropped it as soon as I started it. Why? Because my heart wasn't in it. I was either doing it to make someone else happy, or I was doing it to get them to shut up and stop nagging me. That's why you need to create goals that you actually care about. When you care, you're going to be more invested in your goals and more motivated to see it through to the end. I know it's not always obvious why we want to pursue a goal, so something you can do is make a list of all the reasons why you want to reach this goal. If you find that there aren't many reasons at all, or you're only doing it because of other people, then you're probably not invested in that goal and shouldn't pursue it. Tip 2, have crystal clear goals. The most common goals we set typically center around losing weight, saving money, and exercising more. Although there's nothing wrong with pursuing these type of goals, when left as is, they're ambiguous and overwhelming to look at. I mean, what does it mean to exercise more? How do I save money or lose weight? It's not clear. And without much direction, you're going to stumble as you pursue these goals and eventually fail because now you have too many options to consider. That's why you need to have crystal clear goals. And the best way to do that is by using numbers, dates, and actions. Instead of saying you want to be more productive at work, say that starting January 1st, you're going to turn off your phone for 60 minutes a day until December 31st, 2022. It's clear, it's actionable, and you can visualize what you're trying to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, and when. Tip 3, break it down. When you're so pumped about the changes you want to make in your life, it's easy to let your imagination run wild. And what ends up happening is that you accidentally create this list of monster-sized goals that take years to achieve. This can be a huge problem because psychologically you need to see results. Results let you know if you're going in the right direction. Results give you that motivational boost to move forward. Without it, you're going to get frustrated because you're not seeing noticeable progress. So if you want your goals to stick, then you need to narrow down your list to 1 or 2 large goals. Then break those goals down to smaller, easier to achieve goals. For example, if you want to lose 20 pounds in a year, then set a smaller goal where you lose 5 pounds every 3 months. The trick is just to make sure that smaller goals are somewhat challenging. This is going to give you a greater sense of accomplishment as you work through these goals, and it's going to let you know if your large goals are too unrealistic and need to be adjusted. Tip 4, get support from the right people. Are you around someone who has no problem telling you that you're going to fail? If so, then it's no wonder why you struggle to reach your goals. People are rooting for you to fail. At some point, you're going to start doubting yourself and even expect failure. That's why you need to find support from the right people. And notice that I said the right people. You need to be around people who are positive, uplifting, and can relate to your struggles. And the great thing is that there are several ways you can connect with these types of people. You can join a Facebook group or a community thread. If you prefer a more personal interaction, then take a class or do a local meetup. There's plenty of those around. Then once you find a group, and I can't stress this enough, don't stay in the shadows. Get out there and actively participate. They can't root for you to succeed if they don't know you exist. So don't be shy and make your intentions known. Tip 5, record and assess. Have you ever spent months pursuing a goal only to realize that you're no closer to reaching this goal than when you started? It's frustrating because you've wasted all this time and now the chances of you reaching your goal are slim to none. That's why it's important to record and assess your progress. This is going to make it clear where you're at and if you need to make changes. So get into the habit of documenting your progress on a weekly, if not daily basis. Then set a time at the end of the week or at the end of the month to evaluate your results. And don't be surprised if things don't go as planned. They honestly never do. So be open to changing things up when necessary. This is going to save you a ton of time and increase your chances of sticking with your goal. Tip 6, expect mistakes. Look, I'm going to be real with you. You're going to mess up at some point, and that's okay. Everyone does. What's not okay is giving up the second things get a little rough. So to get around this, you need to adopt a mindset that accepts mistakes and sees mistakes as learning opportunities. We learn best when we fail, after all. It can teach us a lot about ourselves, how we work best, and the triggers that impede our progress. And by being open to receiving this information, you can use it to plan ahead and conquer any obstacles you face. Tip 7, create a rewards program. The reality is that motivation declines over time, and if it gets to a low enough point, you're going to want to give up. That's why you need to set measures in place to restore your motivation. And I can't think of a better way to do this than by creating a rewards program. Companies use reward programs all the time to get customers to return to their business. Why not apply this concept to yourself? Create a program that includes a bunch of rewards that you find fun and exciting. Then determine the condition you need to reach to earn a specific reward. For example, you can treat yourself to a 15-minute break every time you work for 45 minutes. Do this 3 times in a row and you can upgrade that reward to a 30-minute break. The key is to offer more desirable rewards as your goals get more difficult. This is going to give you something to look forward to and give you that little nudge you need to reach your goals. Tip 8, be patient. When we're talking about changing behavior, it can take 6 months or more to see a noticeable change. That's why you need to be patient when you don't see immediate results. That also means being okay with feeling uncomfortable. People have this natural instinct to avoid things that feel unsafe or unstable. Now, this is a great mechanism to have thousands of years ago when everything was a life or death situation, but those times have changed. And unfortunately, our mind can't discern when we're in actual danger or in an awkward situation. And the best way to do that is surprisingly simple. Remind yourself that these things take time and it's okay to feel uncomfortable. That's it. Give yourself permission to be in a state of discomfort. For those of you who like mantras, there are several out there that focus on safety and security. So if that's what works for you, then look for some of those to read out loud. This is going to help you stick to your goals when you're not seeing quick results, and it's going to help you be more forgiving when problems come up. That's all I have for you today. If you made it this far, then don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I got some great things planned that you won't want to miss, and you're helping me out by getting my videos out there. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Until we drink again, take it easy. Bye. Speaking of rewards programs, I've been asked by a couple of people why I have tea and some sort of dessert on the table whenever I do a video, and it's actually my way to treat myself after a video. Making a video, as much as I love doing them, can take a lot of energy, so I do this as a way to treat myself and kind of help me re-energize.